So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our programme today. We are pleased to have individuals from Gallimore Wealth Management, and we've got Mary here. Hi, Mary, you well?
Hi, yeah, I'm really good.
And I'm going to remember the name. We've got Ben.
Yes, that's
right. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. And Callum.
Yep.
Well, welcome to all of you, and thank you for taking the time to come and join us today. Gallimore Wealth Management. Mary, perhaps you can shine a light and tell us a little bit about Gallimore Wealth Management.
We are Gallimore Wealth Management, and we're part of St James's Place, and we are led by our leader. Captain, yeah.
And there's a great picture of him in here, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Which is pretty cool. So, Chris Gallimore.
Yeah, Chris Gallimore. So Chris founded the business, I think, back in 2005. So, yeah, there'll have to be big celebrations in a couple of years for we hit the 20-year.
A lot of experience there.
Yeah, a huge amount of experience, and really Chris has worked in financial services all of his life, and he set out on his own, back in 2005 and joined St James's Place and started to build his business and build his client bank, and he decided that he didn't want to do it on his own anymore, and I joined him in 2012. And then gradually we've built up the business in terms of attracting new clients that we can help, plan with their finances. And we've gone from about 100 clients to about 700 clients today. That's amazing. And for any business to stay in business for that length of time nowadays is not easy by any respect. No, I mean, we must be doing something right. And I think at the forefront of what we do is our clients. They're at the centre of everything we do. They're the reason why we do everything we do. And we really strive to look after them and make them feel that, well, they're our only client. They're the most important client. And if they need some help with their finances, then we're there at the end of the phone or for a meeting. Fantastic. And as I said, you've stood the test of time, which is fantastic. Yeah, we're still here, still working hard, still looking for new clients all the time and looking for new people we can help. Well, looking forward to the 20th anniversary, I suppose. 2005, you said? 2025, here we come. Well, I'm expecting a big party. Totally. For that. We'll be working on that soon. Good. Ben, hello. So tell us, how long have you been with Gallimore?
I started in January 2020. So
excellent.
2 full years.
And your role?
My role is an advisor within the practice.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm part of the team that goes out and actually delivers the advice to the clients.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So if we were to meet and we sat down in a cafe or wherever it was, and what would you be sort of like, what would I expect from you as an advisor?
An initial meeting, say. So yeah, if we first met, it's all about, getting to know each other and seeing if we can work together, basically. That's the beginning. That's kind of the foundations that we set to begin with to make sure that the relationship is built before anything else. So, that comes first. And like Mary said, that's at the forefront of everything that we do, because in this industry, or particularly what we find important, is that without the relationship, you can't build on that going forward.
I see.
So expect from us is just to be a nice, friendly conversation to begin with, and just get to know each other, understand what's important to you financially and personally, understand a bit more about your situation, and then we go from there to see how potentially we can help.
Okay, well, here's an interesting question for you. Can anybody come and speak to you and be part of Gallimore Wealth Management, become a client, let's say? Can anybody do that?
Anybody can come and speak to us. We're more than happy to have conversations with anybody. Our door is always open. We're always happy to have a conversation. There are some limits that we operate within, obviously to make business financially viable to us, but we'd always encourage people to have a conversation to begin with to make sure that, if they have got a need, and we'd be happy to help them. But it's about establishing that at the initial conversation, and we'll be honest enough to say we think we can help, or maybe not.
So it's at least picking up a phone, having a chat, maybe arranging a chat, and then understanding if there's a opportunity there to work together.
Yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell. Yeah. It's always, like I said, always happy to have a chat, always encourage people to reach out. Because because, like you said, a lot of people don't necessarily think they've got a need or don't necessarily think they've got enough wealth. So it might put people off talking to us.
Sure.
But yeah, to have that conversation initially is something that we can establish ourselves, and more often than not, we can help somebody.
Fantastic. Well, Callum, I mean, I've had now this conversation with Ben, great guy, by the way. What could I expect after a successful meeting? I mean, how is Gallimore Wealth Management going to make a difference to me, do you think?
So I guess it's someone to speak to going forward about your finances, essentially. So we're not a transactional relationship whereby we've set something up on day one and never speak to you again. We're reviewing our clients ongoing for the rest of their lives. So 90% of our clients will remain clients forever and will potentially be dealing with their families, etc., going forward as well. So I think it's more of the fact that it's a continual relationship with education and ensuring that your finances are set up today remain relevant going forward as well.
Fantastic. And I mean, that sounds great. And if I can ask, Callum, what do you, how long have you been there, by the way, at Gallimore?
2017, I joined the business.
About 5 years, 6
about
years.
5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone pretty quick.
Right, I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy about being and working with Gallimore?
Oh, well, it's nice. Obviously, working with my family and friends. So that's a good part of it. And obviously, helping people is kind of at the forefront of it all. So different things every day, new people to speak to, people in different circumstances. It's always rewarding when you kind of help someone achieve their goals and objectives. It's a nice part of the job.
Indeed. And yourself, and what's your role, by the way?
So I'm an advisor as well. So myself, Ben, and my dad are the three advisors within the practice. So going and seeing the clients, providing the relationship.
Okay. And would you say working with, I'm sure not just yourselves, but with a wealth management company, is that easy? Because it seems when I see wealth management, it's something that's just way away from normal life, let's say. I mean, is it that accessible?
Yeah, no, it's very accessible. I mean, like Ben said, we're kind of at the other end of a phone call, even if it's just to have a chat about what it is you want to talk about. But I think there is a stigma around when you hear wealth management that you need loads of money to work with us. But like Ben said, we're happy to have a conversation with anyone. And a lot of the time, people who think they haven't got wealth to work with us have got more than enough of a need for the conversation. So it's really just about kind of reaching out, speaking to us. Even if it's a matter of just providing some clarity on people's situation, we're happy to do that over a coffee or a phone call.
Fantastic, fantastic. And Mary, maybe as we sort of close, we come back to you. In terms of territory what sort of areas do you cover in? Because I know you're a UK-based company.
We are. We're based in the UK. We've got actually a number of offices. We've got an office in London, in South Kensington, and we've got an office in Henley-on-Thames, and we've got an office here in Reading, in Thiel. And so what that means is that we can look after clients from all of those areas without them having to travel too far. But also since COVID, when we started dealing with people more remotely, we've actually taken on a number of clients who are in Manchester and even Scotland. We obviously make it clear when we start that process of engagement with them that unfortunately they're unlikely to see us face to face.
Right.
But we then have Zoom calls, video calls with those clients to introduce ourselves in the first place and make sure they want to work with us, and then going forward reviewing their situations. And if at any one time those people didn't want to or they wanted to meet someone face to face, then because we're part of St James's Place, we could always introduce them. But I would say that we're now a national company, so we could look after anybody in the UK.
Fantastic. And closing words from you now. Mary, going to put you on the spot, I'm afraid. Mm-hmm. In a sentence, 2 sentences, with all of the other potential wealth management businesses out there, I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you anyway, just as a closing statement, just 1 or 2 sentences, why Gallimore?
Well, I always say it's our family looking after your family. And as Callum mentioned, his dad established the business. Callum now works in it, and so does Callum's brother Louis. And although the remaining members of the team aren't part of the Gallimore family, we are part of the Gallimore business. And so we look after our clients and their wider families for them to feel sort of comfortable with, working with one person looking after the whole family. It really makes a big difference to people. The familiarity, if you like, that they can pick up the phone to us and say, this has happened or that's happened and we need to speak to you. But
Fantastic.
what brings clients to us often is life events, and we all have them.
Sure.
So people have financial needs when they hit certain points in their life, whether it's buying a house, having a growing family, saving for retirement, investing their savings. Unfortunately, when people pass away, we hope the strength of our relationship with those individuals is such that they've actually introduced us to their families, and their families, the first thing they do is they call us.
Right.
So we can help them and support them through that time.